For many years, the pair was among the most well-known in America. The news of Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos' divorce surprised millions of fans. It was shocking to those who had seen Kelly's live broadcasts and encouraged Mark's acting career. Although the divorce was shocking, it wasn't the most shocking aspect of the situation. It was the first thing that Mark did after the breakup. In reaction to the startling and personal choice, supporters questioned, what does this mean for him, for Kelly, and for the family they built together? Stay with me until the very end, because the story I'm about to tell is about more than just Hollywood's highs and lows. It is a story about overcoming hardship, inventing something new, and making unanticipated choices when everything we have ever known falls apart. Let's begin with the first thing that broke everyone's hearts: the divorce news. For a long time, Kelly and Mark have been the quintessential Hollywood couple. Unlike other well-known couples who broke down under the strain of celebrity, they seemed indestructible. As a result, when the announcement broke, supporters did not consider it to be just another piece of news. They felt as though a piece of their own belief in eternal love had shattered. It was difficult for many Americans to believe, especially those of us who have been following their journey since the 1990s. How could this have happened, considering what they talked about? But as soon as the first shock subsided, focus turned to Mark. What was he going to do next? Would he dare to turn his life around, or would he quietly leave? This is when the element of surprise comes in. Mark had the option to remain anonymous and out of the spotlight, but instead, he did something that astonished people all around the world. He chose to embrace his vulnerability and lean into change rather than being scared of it. When he made his first move, he had no plans for a pricey acquisition, a new role, or a scandalous comeback. In fact, he began by taking stock of himself. Millions of people were moved by Mark's remarks when he spoke out. He presented results as chances for development rather than as failures. He saw the divorce as a little element of a much bigger and ongoing story, rather than the conclusion of a fairy tale. There was none of the typical Hollywood flourish in Mark's message. It was a straightforward, sincere, and honest message. He talked about Thanksgiving. Thank you for spending time with Kelly. Thank you very much for raising such a lovely family. Gratitude, especially for the knowledge that comes from losing something important. For the millions of people who have most likely experienced something similar, such as a divorce, a terrible illness, or a tragic loss, his words struck a chord. He emphasized that the most courageous thing to do following a tragedy can be to get up, be truthful, and resist the urge to harbor resentment. But it was more than those words that shocked the world. His actions following those comments further demonstrated his point. Before pursuing stardom or becoming entangled in a whirlpool of distractions, Mark prioritized his family. He prioritized his children and spent precious time with them out of the public eye. It was a sobering reminder to his horde of loyalists that he was fundamentally a loving father. And for a lot of people, especially the older ones who understand the importance of family relationships as they become older, this decision gave me much encouragement and a sense of security. Even when his marriage ended in divorce, he remained a loving father. Just when everyone thought they understood Mark's course, he took another surprising detour. The twist is about to come. Mark had other plans than returning to his family. He was also quite receptive to new ideas. In the weeks following the divorce, there were rumors that Mark was experimenting with new endeavors and opportunities that had little to do with the work we knew him for. Here, there was no attempt to emulate Kelly or hold on to the past. The idea was to create space for him to rediscover his personal identity. That audacious move, the courage to venture into the unknown, taught fans all across the world. Even after tragedy and the loss of everything you cared about, the world remains a place for bold and unexpected deeds. No one was silent. A flood of supportive messages from followers flooded social media. Individuals discussed how they had reinvented themselves after going through difficult life transitions, divorces, or losses. Mark's first move was immediately more about himself. It became a metaphor for the thousands of others who were quietly walking their own dark roads. It became clear that even after a terrible loss, life continues. The real adventure begins when you have the courage to start afresh. As admirers grew more receptive to the story, a mystery remained. After a speculated split from longtime lover and TV queen Kelly Ripa, Hollywood heartthrob Mark Consuelos starred everyone by making news with his first move. Given their lengthy marriage, well-known careers, and seemingly perfect family life, the news has surprised fans, social media users, and other entertainment industry professionals. The start of a new era. Mark Consuelos and Kelly Ripa were one of the most popular couples on television for a long time. After years of co-parenting, supporting each other's careers and their on-screen chemistry and All My Children, the couple appeared to be unstoppable for a while. Their union was widely celebrated as a model of love, devotion, and longevity in the notoriously challenging environment of Hollywood. But for months, there have been rumors of marital conflict. According to those with knowledge of the matter, disagreements about lifestyle choices, personal growth, and career success may have led to conflict behind closed doors. Fans were surprised to learn of the divorce, which many interpreted as the end of a dreamy union. Mark's astounding first move. Minutes after the divorce announcement was made public, Mark Consuelos allegedly made a move that left fans and media outlets in shock. Mark abruptly revealed a new television production project that focuses on dramatic storytelling based on real experiences, causing a significant shift in his career trajectory, according to a number of entertainment industry news agencies. While some might expect a period of isolation after a divorce, everyone has been caught off guard by Mark's proactive actions. His steadfast commitment to artistic expression demonstrates both strength and a bold step toward independence. Fans posted numerous responses on social media, including, "Mark is turning tragedy into genius." "Oh my, I never thought he would make such a daring move so quickly." His refusal to let personal failures define him, the weight of emotions. Even though Mark's decision to switch careers has garnered media attention, there is a very human element to this story. After decades of marriage, getting a divorce is a major task. When one or both spouses hold high-profile positions, the divorce's emotional upheaval, family changes, and public attention are amplified. Mark's decision to prioritize professional development immediately after such a life-changing event demonstrates an impressive combination of strength, preparation, and determination. He has gained a lot of followers and served as a powerful example of resilience in the face of adversity. Public opinion and the press. The media's constant coverage of the divorce and Mark's brave subsequent action have made it front-page news. Celebrity news websites, fan forums, and entertainment blogs frequently analyze what led Mark to make such a drastic change in his career path. Will his upcoming work be influenced by his divorce and other life events? How will Kelly Ripa respond? And what does her professional future hold? Despite the intense media attention, Mark has remained calm and professional, emphasizing that his ultimate goal is to write stories that impact people everywhere. What is to come? Despite the fact that many people see divorce as a personal conclusion, Mark Consuelos' first action demonstrates that it can also be a new beginning. His hordes of admirers are eager to see what he will accomplish next and where his creativity will lead him. This story demonstrates how, despite public scrutiny and heartbreaking loss, resilience, determination, and vision can transform adversity into opportunity. Rather than being scandalous, Mark's post-divorce actions have shocked the world with their boldness, empowerment, and surprise. As Mark Consuelos embarks on this new chapter, one thing is certain: his fearlessness, originality, and unwavering determination to overcome personal challenges will inspire the world to attentively watch every move he makes.